What's up and welcome back to Building in Public, where I take you behind the scenes of building day one of Eber's fastest growing sportswear brands. And today we're gonna do a day in a life, and it's gonna be an exciting one because it's the beginning of 2026. And at the beginning of every year, I do what I like to call my vision. And essentially it's an extended version of the New Year's resolutions, and the way I do it changed the course of my entire career. And I'm gonna walk you through it step by step so you can do it too. And we're gonna have a lot of exciting meetings today. I'm gonna show you the new office, we're gonna do a workout, and I'm gonna walk you through a day in my life founding a sportswear empire. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, a bit of an unusual start of the day, but every 3 weeks I gotta go to the hairdresser, and my man Silly is here. We started the day at 8. We've had a coffee, protein shake. I've been doing my emails already. So it's been a very slow start, and now a little appointment here with my man Silly, and now in about 20 minutes I've got the first meeting with our performance marketing agency. We're gonna go through everything, and I'm gonna show you around the office. Looking fly again?
Sir.
Try to save time wherever I can. So have someone like Silly taking care of that, making us look like a human again, and get ready to start the year. All right, we've got 10 minutes to the next meeting. I'll say we're gonna drink another coffee, my man. Leon, behind the camera, one more as well.
Let's go.
And then going to the office. All right, come in. It's a little packed because we have delivered some samples and some new chairs, etc. But we're almost there. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I've seen that Hassan is already there. He just arrived. We're gonna get ready, and then we're gonna talk numbers. We have a love-hate relationship.
Yes, of course. We have a love-hate relationship.
Today's gonna be a little bit more hate.
But after then,
Then we love each other. Yeah.
Won't give it up until you give it just about enough. Those girls are so dangerous.
First meeting done. It's a wrap. Okay, now we are gonna be working a little bit. Later the carpenter is gonna come because we have gotten these chairs, but I'm gonna make them new. I'm gonna change the wood to the same wood that we're having everywhere else, so it looks aesthetic and everything looks the same. And now we're gonna be grinding. We have a lot of wirings to do, a lot of bills to pay, some meetings online, and yeah, I'll keep you in the loop. Okay, first meeting is in the bank, and now I'm gonna do my New Year's resolutions. It's a very special thing for me to do, and it really changed the entire course of my career. It's so helpful because it really helps you identify where your core values are, and according to them you can do your actual goals and you know what you're doing them for. And I feel like we humans are energy, and that energy has to go towards a certain direction, and it needs a purpose, a direction to go, and only then you can get the motivation and the discipline and the resilience to walk towards that goal, even though it gets hard. So for that you need a vision, a very clear one, and that's what we're gonna do. I have all the visions here, and I just read the one from 2017, and it's very funny what I was proud of back then. But there's something like I gained 4 kilograms of muscle mass, I read 10 books, I had a specific girlfriend that I managed to get and win. So it's very entertaining to read what your younger self has done. And we're gonna write a vision now for a future Alvaro, and he might laugh about what I'm texting today. Let's get started. We're gonna start with the very first step, and what I want you to do is at first get in a very good mood. You need a mood in which you feel like you want to conquer the world. There's things that can help with that. Maybe you go to the gym, you go for a run, you come back, you feel energized, and you feel like, taking over the world. What I personally like to do, I like to go to places that expand my horizon. For instance, earlier this year, a few days ago, I just came from Miami, and I was in Miami for 1.5 weeks and I walked through the areas with these insane $100 million villas. I was in an extremely good hotel and I went to nice restaurants and I spoke with successful entrepreneurs. I was surrounded by so much success and wealth that really inspired me. And when I came back, I was in a mood of really tackling my goals, and I thought a lot bigger than if you're, in your apartment for 2 weeks and you haven't gone out and you start thinking small and you're falling back to your old habits. So what I want you to do is get in a very good mood. If you can't travel or you don't want to travel right now, go hit the gym, go for a run, get in a good mood, and then you get started. All right, once you're in a good mood, what I want you to do is I want you to grab a piece of paper. For me, it's super important to write the things actually down with your own hand and with a pen. That helps a lot, and it's also, as I showed you, it's nice to look back at it. Don't write it on your phone, don't write it on your MacBook, actually write it down. And what I want you to write down is the 10 biggest accomplishments that you have achieved last year. So the 10 things that you're most proud of. It doesn't matter what it is, I already showed you what I was proud of back in 2017, and whatever it is that you're proud of, not your parents, your friends, what you're proud of, you write them down 10 steps in one sentence. Once we've done that, we come to step 2, where we circle the 3 most important things out of those 10 and we write them down again in a list, and you leave some space under each of them, and then you sum them up in 2 or 3 sentences, so explain further what it is that you're the most proud of. And then you write down what it is that you did in order to achieve these things. Okay, so if I wrote down in 2017, I gained 4 kilograms of muscle mass. What did I do in order to achieve it? I hit the gym XYZ times per year. I ate a lot of proteins. I read 3 books about how to gain muscle. I went to a personal trainer. Whatever it is that you did in order to achieve these things, and you write them down again to each of the 3 things that you listed down. And what I like to do next is to analyze those things and start recognizing patterns. If there's any patterns between each of them, maybe in the goals themselves, maybe they're very financially motivated, maybe they are very motivated in traveling, you're the most proud of the countries that you've traveled, and also the patterns within the things that you did in order to achieve them. So let's say it was travel, but you needed to earn a certain amount of money in order to go travel. That's a very important pattern. If you see it somewhere else, maybe it was to make 100,000 euros or 1 million or 10 million, whatever your number is, and also traveling a lot. There's a pattern in each of them because you need to make money in order to make them. So this is one of the patterns. It's earning money in order to do both of the things that you're most proud of. Now that we understand what we are the most proud of and the things that we have done in order to achieve them, we're gonna set the goals for the next year. So we are coming to the goal setting session in which you write down, I wake up on the 1st of January of 2027 or whenever you're watching this video, and my life is absolutely amazing because, and then you write down 10 things that you have in 2027 that make your life absolutely amazing. You don't have to physically have them, but things that have happened, things that you earned, things that you managed to achieve, a relationship that you're in, a relationship that you're no longer in because it was toxic. You retired your parents, whatever it is, it's according to your values. It's very important that you don't try to make someone else proud or to tickle someone else's ego. When you write it down, you have to be very honest to yourself, so you identify what your values are and what is important to you. And once we wrote down what we need to achieve in order to have an amazing life next year, I want you to write down below each of the points why you must achieve them, why you will achieve them, and what you have to do in order to achieve it. So it's important that you not only know in which direction you have to go or you want to go, but also what steps you need to do in order to get there. So I want you to be very specific in each of the goals and writing down why you must achieve them, why you have to achieve it, and what you have to do in order to achieve it. And once we've done all of that, we come to the most satisfying part. We come to the part that I like to call visions. So we're gonna do 2 visions. We're gonna write down the vision for 1 year and we're gonna write down the vision for 5 years. And the way it goes is you start the same way that you started the previous step. I wake up on January 1st of 2027 and my life is absolutely amazing. And then you write down an entire essay. I want you to write 1 page, at least maybe 2 or 3 pages, and then you describe your life in detail. My life is absolutely amazing because I woke up in Buenos Aires and I open the curtains and the sun shines into my face. I have this and that. I achieved this and this and then this, and you describe everything in detail. Your entire day, everything you have achieved, everything you have bought, every country you traveled, every person that you helped with anything, whatever your goals are, you write it down in detail. And again, it doesn't matter what someone else thinks is good. It's important that you write down what's important to you. If it might be the cars you have bought, it might be the revenue your companies have made, the employees you have hired, maybe it's an exam that you managed to finally accomplish. Maybe it's you're still in school and you want to achieve certain grades. That's totally fine. As long as it's according to your values, that's good. You do it for 1 year. And after that, we come to the last part of all of it, to the 5 years vision. And here I want you to think very, very big. 10x, whatever you want to do in 1 year, in 5 years, we can really manage to do a lot. So I want you to think big, and then again, write down, I wake up on the first of whatever years it is when you're watching this video, 5 years from now, and my life is absolutely amazing because, and then you again write everything down in detail, a huge essay. It's gonna take at least 1 hour or 2 hours, this entire exercise, but you can watch everything and rewatch it and pause and write everything down. And once you've done that, you're gonna be very focused, you're gonna know what you need to do in order to achieve these things. You're gonna have a clear vision and you're gonna know what you're doing all this because you're really visualizing it and you know exactly where the goal is, and you can almost feel it, what you're gonna have in the future once you have done all the steps that you need to do. And for me, it's a really game changer. I really enjoy this exercise, but take your time, and it's gonna be a little exhausting because you really have to think it through, and you're gonna be very honest to you, and it might happen that you drop a tear or two because you have to get rid of certain people, or you have to get out of a relationship or whatever it is, and it's gonna be hard to achieve these things. That's totally fine, and I hope this vision helped you. I wanna know from you in the comment sections what your biggest goal for 2026 is, so write it down in the comment section. And now we're gonna get prepared because we've got a few meetings aligned. We're gonna do some operations, and then we're hitting the gym. We've got arms and shoulders on the plan. Got a feeling that we always train arms and shoulders when we're recording. We also train legs, ladies and gentlemen. So not only upper body. And yeah, I hope this helped. I would say let's get back to in front of the MacBook, and we're gonna get some things done. Let's go. And after the next meeting, now we have the meeting with the founders of Drill. All of the founders are good friends of mine, David Ross, Andres Schörle, and Timo Gleitzmann. And Drill, it's an amazing electrolyte company. They do crazy marketing, really well executed, great product. And we are talking about a potential partnership. We've been working on it for quite some time now. It's gonna be an event, and nothing is set in stone yet, but if we manage to pull it off, it's gonna be a state-of-the-art sports event, and yeah, it's super cool, man. I'm super pumped for that. And on another note, I bought a streaming equipment because I've promised you guys, even with a stream deck, I've promised you guys that I wanted to do some streaming where I just showcase how I work on concepts, and also working on with the team remotely, and bringing in high caliber founders that don't even go on podcasts like Bob and Mama the other day in Cape Town. You guys really loved it, and I'm gonna do more of it, and also just working by myself, not necessarily always with founders. But without further ado, let's jump in the meeting. The guys are already waiting, and we're gonna talk some business, and I'm excited for the marketing part of this event. So let's go. All right, meeting is over. It was super nice. We were talking about the concept. It was a lot about sponsorings and cash flow calculations, etc. And also brought in my business partner from another company and very good friend, Mark, because he's an icon in the streaming world, so he knows very well what the people want to see. The event is going to be live streamed. And we got his idea, so another example of how valuable it is to have a very nice network, because we got a lot of good ideas, and hopefully it comes in as an advisor. A little pitch for you if you're watching the video. And now we're gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna be testing the new hoodies that we just launched the other day. You versus you. We launched them a year ago in this colorway, and we also dropped it in black. And we're gonna be wearing that. And I would say a little espresso before hitting the gym, and then more meetings. You ready? Because you're gonna train with me today.
Let's go.
So I can go. Man, I love the fit. Quality is insane. And it's really the best gym hoodie, I swear. I think by the time the video is out, it's probably sold out. Check it out. If not, maybe we'll bring it back, but I love it. Gym sesh is in the tank. In case you wonder, we're going through the garage into the office. This is the second floor, so that's the reason why. You are seeing a different entrance, and as you can see, a lot has happened here too. The sewing machine is still yet to come, but these racks are finally here. Now we can place everything. The kitchen is a little bit of a mess because we ate earlier today. And now we are gonna be working a few hours. It's already evening. I'll be ordering something to eat in about an hour. I always order and I never cook. And then, we're gonna be grinding for a few hours. And maybe I'll show you what I'm up to here. Alright, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna try to show you what I'm up to. I can't show you everything because we're also working on campaigns that haven't been launched yet. But I'm gonna show you what I have on the plan for this evening. So what I'm starting with is I'm checking in the returns that we have made in the last couple of weeks. There's a few hundred or thousand, and I'm checking who of the customer support agents has returned it. I'm going on Rich Panel, which is our current CRM system. So far I can say it's pretty good. I really like it. We have been using multiple ones, but right now we're sticking to Rich Panel, and here I can see the date it has been refunded and who is refunding it and the reasons, and I can go into conversations and checking if the communication is the way we want to communicate with the customer. But I'm gonna do that. I've been doing it in the last couple of days just to check in every here and there, and it looks very good. Then I'm going into the performance marketing KPIs, and I am adapting it, and I'm checking in with I checked in today with the performance marketing agency. I can't show you those numbers. I'm also writing a business plan, something that I have never really done before because I've never worked with any kind of investors. But for the kind of hiring that we're doing at the level that we're doing right now, it's kind of needed, and we're also in conversation with potential investors for day one. So it is needed. I'm working on that, and I can show you how it looks. Right now I'm pretty much at the beginning. There's a lot of things missing, but I have been working a few days on it, every here and there. I'm also going through the calculations of the event that we have discussed today in the meeting. And something that's actually the most exciting that I can't show you is my Figma board. Actually, I'm just gonna show you how it looks. So what I'm doing is I have the overall idea of what we're doing for the Cyborg season 26, and I am dropping in pictures that I find on Pinterest and on other search engines, and I place them there and create a sort of a mood board to understand everything, the design language that we want to speak for this collection and for the marketing campaign. And yeah, we are probably going to be finished by next week, and then we're going to have designs for the boxes and everything, and it's going to be an epic one. Arda is really planning something big. I can't tell you much, unfortunately. You will have to wait for him to announce, but we're working on the marketing campaign around that for day one. And that's what I'm gonna do today. And it's probably gonna take a few hours. We're probably gonna be here till 12 or midnight or 1 a.m. and then we're heading home. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but exciting. I really love especially the creative part of the things. And we're also looking to hire right now a COO that takes accountability for all the other operations and hiring and all that buzz, and I can focus more on the marketing, which I like more, and I think I'm it's one of my strengths, and on the product design. But right now, most of I have the CEO role, so all of the operations are on my hands. Obviously, we got a team, but I need someone to help me at a C level, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Hope you enjoyed the insights, and now we're locking in. Guys, we are back home. Come in. It's a wrap. The day is over. Oh geez, look how tall the plant has gotten. I had this plant for 5 years and it has grown so tall. It was like that, and now it feels almost like a baby. Anyways, we're back home. We're gonna call it a day. It's late in the evening. I'm gonna take my supplements. I have these boxes, I love them, so we know what to get. For those interested, that's what I take. If someone wants to know my supplement stack, check out the last video. I think it's called How to Build a Brand Without Getting a Burnout or something like that. It's all about health and all that stuff and what I do. In any event, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you got a little insight on how a day in my life looks like. Today was pretty much representative. It was working all day, having a lot of meetings, hitting the gym, and working until late. And now I'm going to play some chess, read a little bit, and I'm going to bed. I'm gonna put on my 8 sleep, and I'm gonna pass out. And tomorrow the day starts again. Oh, and I have to do an announcement. I am going to do the Wim Hof challenge this weekend, and that's gonna be absolutely crazy. So essentially we're going to Poland, we're gonna be ice bathing with him, and then, or with his son, or with one of his team, and then on the third day we're gonna be walking up a mountain in -degrees, I think it's -10 degrees or something. Everything is full of snow, and we're gonna be doing that in shorts for 4 hours. So only shorts. We're gonna be freezing. It's gonna be a really discomfortable situation, but that's what we do. We seek discomfort and we do difficult things. And I'm gonna do a video about it, hopefully already next week. So subscribe to the channel to follow on the journey of becoming, hopefully, Europe's largest sportswear brand, and we're on a good trajectory. It's a lot of fun with you guys. That's it. That's all I have for you today. Get out of here.